Welcome to Episode 2 Sports, and today I'm going to be talking about NBA All-Star Weekend. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. So the weekend started off with the Rising Stars games and the Celebrity game. Don't have too much to say about it because I didn't watch either one of them. I saw the highlights for the Rising Stars games and the Celebrity game. Seeing the Michael Parsons went crazy. He was looking like a basketball player out there. From seeing the highlights, he won the Celebrity Game MVP. In the Rising Stars games, they changed the format. They had rookies, sophomores, and G Leaguers. And it happened. It was cool seeing the highlights of that. The G League team had upset the team that Wemby was on. I think that was impressive. And then you get to the big events like the skills challenge and all that. Had the skills challenge with the Indiana. You had the Tyrese Halliburton, Miles Turner, and Benedict Mathurin from the Pacers. Had team top picks with Ant, Paolo, and Wemby. Then you had team All Stars with Tyrese Maxey, Trae Young, and Scotty Barnes. And team top picks with Ant, Wemby, and Paolo. I picked them to win, but they lost this. They lost this easily. It came down to the team Pacers and team All Stars. It was really fun to watch, especially the passing scene they did. Some people said it wasn't fun to watch. I enjoyed it. It came down to them getting in that 6 hole because it was 3 different baskets with 2, 4, and 6. The amount of points you would get for each different type of pass you did, but it was real fun to watch. Then you had the 3-point shooting contest. First round, everybody had over 20. Then they had the top 4 was, because only the top 3 advanced, but the top 4 were all tied at 26. It was Tyrese Halliburton, Trae Young, Damian Lillard, and Karl-Anthony Towns. So they all had to go again because only 3 could move on. Then that's not even including the other guys like Malik Beasley, Laurie Markkinen, and it's Donovan Mitchell. And somebody else I'm forgetting. But everybody had over 20. The 3-point shootout, it was really competitive. It was fun to watch. One thing, but then when it got down to those final 4 that I just named a second ago, Tyrese, he had the lowest score, but Karl-Anthony Towns, some of his shots, his foot was on the line, and the referee said nothing about it. And so the last 3 ended up being Karl-Anthony Towns, Trae Young, and Dame. Then Trae, I forgot who started, but it came down to Dame. He needed 24. No, he needed 25 because Trae had 24, and I think Dame finished with 26. So he had 26 both times, and he ended up winning the 3-point contest back-to-back. Came back to defend his crown from last year, and he got it. Now, I do wish the 3-point contest, it's the All-Star Weekend, so it makes sense that you have some of the biggest names, but you have other guys who are really good shooters, like the Grayson Allen from Phoenix. He's been shooting really good from 3 this season, and he's not in the contest. It's just weird. It's weird how they do it. Because Dame, he's all-time great shooter, but this year he's shooting a low percentage from 3. But it was fun to watch. No complaints about it. And then you had Stephen Curry and Sabrina. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, from the New York Liberty, the WNBA team. They had a 3-point shootout. She finished with 26, which tied all the men in the actual 3-point contest. Then Steph, he won by 3. He finished with 29. And it was great. Sabrina, she decided she wanted to shoot from the NBA 3-point line, and she showed out. She had a great performance. It was really fun to watch. We obviously knew Steph was going to win, but it was really fun and great to see. Hoping they continue to do this for the All-Star weekends coming up, because the 3-point contest is really exciting, and maybe the 3-point contest is what needs to close out the All-Star night, the night right before the All-Star game. And then we get to the dunk contest, which the dunk contest wasn't great. I mean, you had Homie Hawkes, Jacob Toppin, Mac McClung, and Jalen Brown. Jacob Toppin and Mac McClung are both from the G League. And the Mac McClung, he was the savior of the dunk contest last year. He came back, had some cool dunks. He deserved to win it. Then seeing Homie Hawkes and here was surprising. Like when it was first announced, I was trying to see what is Homie Hawkes going to do in a dunk contest. Because obviously he's dunked in game before, but it's different from having a dunk contest and like being an in-game dunker. Because Jalen Brown is somebody who he has a lot of great in-game dunks, but his dunks in the dunk contest weren't great at all. But then Mac McClung, he's won back-to-back dunk contests now. The dunk contest isn't as exciting now. It's starting to get really boring, and it shouldn't. The NBA might need to consider getting rid of the dunk contest, but maybe being in next year, we can get Ja Morant, and that'd be cool. Get Ja Morant and Mac McClung, just had them two have a dunk off. But ever since Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon had their last dunk contest, that set the bar pretty high, and it's been very few dunks or dunkers to come after that did something really special. I mean, you had Obi Toppin a few years ago, but even that was in 2022, I think. But even the overall dunk contest itself wasn't great. But Obi Toppin did his thing a few years ago. Mac McClung did his thing the last 2 years. But that's pretty much it about the All-Star festivities and those events. It was cool for the most part. The dunk contest was pretty bad. It wasn't a great way to close out the night. It should have been a 3-point contest or Steph versus Sabrina, that 3-point contest. Either one of them closing out that Saturday night would have been exciting to see.